How disappointing are you today? 50 points at home, it's not really acceptable, is it?
No. It's not something that would consider acceptable. I think you'll find Wigan have done it regularly, probably to better sides than us this year. So we need to stick it into context a little bit. But I think we're disappointed. We're probably disappointed from our own performance point of view, whether we got the win or not. We a 50-55% ball control is what's unacceptable. I'm not saying that is the reason we lost the game, but it certainly, in my opinion, contributed heavily to what it said on the scoreboard at the end of the day. We needed to hold on to the ball a little bit better and hand it over on our terms a bit more. I did think, if we could find a positive of that, I thought we split Wigan on a number of occasions, but our execution, our skill level weren't good enough today, and left us doing a lot more defending than what we needed to do.
The start was encouraging though, wasn't it? Peter Fox grabbed an early try, and perhaps if the ball had stuck a couple more times, you might have got a few more points and put Wigan under a little bit more pressure.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, and the ball sticking is, down to a combination of us, as I say, not executing the skill or having poor ball control. And we do think we could have pushed them a little bit more for a little bit longer periods, but it was something that at half time we needed to address, and it didn't get any better. In fact, it got worse. Statistically, it got worse for a second half. As I say, we did carve out a number of opportunities, quite a few opportunities. But again, they've had a field day down our right hand side today, and we've got some stuff to fix up. Principally, very urgently on his right hand side. I know we've missed a guy that usually plays there, and we've had 3 different blokes defending on the edge. But Hawk, Finch, and Tompkins were just too much for us to handle down that side today, and as I say, they've had a field day.
Yeah, word on Tompkins. 24 points. That third try with the double chip kick got pretty special. What do you make of his performance today?
He's a special player. He's a very special player. But I'd throw Gareth Hawk in that category as well. At the moment, to get a shot on Gareth Hawk, you've got to really brace yourself and be prepared to get run over by a bus. And when you have 2 or 3 blokes doing that, and he's got the ability to throw cut-out passes and post-line passes, he's a handful. He's a handful, and I thought Brett Finch orchestrated him very well. I thought he kicked smartly and made the right plays at the right time. But that's all good for Wigan. But I'm more concerned about my blokes, and as I say, I think we can take some positives out of the amount of chances and sort of opportunities we carved out. But our ball retention and his skill and his execution were sloppy.
Lee Smith came in on debut on the right hand edge today. How do you think he went along?
Well, difficult because he's obviously had very limited build-up time with us, and he's not played a lot of first grade recently, so very much a baptism of fire for us. But he showed 1 or 2 good signs. A couple of errors early on, but he showed some good signs, and I think he'll be a really positive acquisition for us.
Any injuries?
No injuries. No, we come through okay.